Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for the 14th of December. That's Sydney time, roughly 11 o'clock here. Right, we're in a bullish trend. I do need to make a little adjustment, but we're still on track and quite confident of where we are at the moment. So let's go in and talk about that. So from this current low here, from this wave 2 low, we're counting an impulse wave to the upside, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, moving up for wave 3. So we're still in this bullish trend. We're not finished, and yeah, still looking for a classic trading levels pattern across this level here. So let's just look at it like this here. So if this is the 20,000 across here, we're looking for, let me just bring that up and put it into perspective there. So we've got the arrival at this point, and we've had that actually, and we've had a bit of a pullback, and we're looking for this move up here. So I believe that we've had the arrival, we've had the reaction, and we're starting up here. Now this little journey up through here will be 5 waves. That can take us up around the 23,000 mark, but it could take us high, it could take us lower. We'll just have to count the 5 waves within that structure, and then we'll see an ABC back again, and then further to the upside. So really, it's just the normal human nature aspect of finding resistance at 20,000 and eventually finding support. There's only 3 patterns that can occur, and one of them that we can rule out straight away, which is the overshoot. The other pattern is where it doesn't come back below the level here, which is the variation of that particular pattern. So that's possible. I don't think it's the case. I think we're really looking at this one here, but always one step at a time. So we're still looking up for this wave 3 here. Now I do need to correct a bit of an, I don't know if it's an error or not, but one of the counts that we've had. So from the weekly chart, we're going to move to the daily chart and look at this wave 3 here. So blue wave 1, blue wave 2, and we're looking up for blue wave 3. Now, one of the things that I talked about last time we spoke was that from 2 here going up to 3 here, we've got 1 and 2 here, and then the extension in wave 3 here, and then we're looking back for wave 4 and wave 5. So because we made a new high, I had to look at it as wave 5 of 3, because when we get the extension in wave 3 here, the first thing we do is look at, well, wave 1 and wave 5 can be roughly the same length. Obviously, they're not roughly the same length, but we still need to make a new high here. In fact, we don't need to make a new high, we just need 5 waves. But one of the things that I've noticed with the current move up through here is that if this was the case of wave 4 and wave 5 here of wave 3, well, we haven't pulled back enough here for this wave 4 to pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. We haven't done that. What we have done from this low here to this high here, we've pulled back exactly to the 61.8%. So what I need to do is I need to remove that wave 5 and that wave 3, and what we need to do now is we need to look for 5 waves up to finish that wave. I can move this out of the way here a little bit, just a normal bloke, a little bit messy, but we need this kind of thing here. So we're looking at a possible 3rd wave here with probably wave 1 here and 2 here and 3 here, something like this, and wave 4 and wave 5 here for wave 3, then a wave 4 and a wave 5, something of this nature, and then the ABC correction that can come back here, which will be this wave 4 over here for that. So, oops-a-daisy. I know it's a little bit rough, but I can nail it down much better. But yeah, we need to see that wave 4 there. So I hope that clears things up a little bit for us. Yeah, so whoops, we don't need that. So that's where we are. We're going from this wave 4 to this wave 5, and we're looking for 5 waves of 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5. Now, I don't know how high it's going to take us. We just need to track each little section here. So from this blue wave 2 here to blue wave 3 here, we'll be looking for 5 waves within that structure. But let's go in now and sort of have a closer look at this. I'll need to do a little bit of rearranging, but in a nutshell, that's what we're looking at. So I'll go to the 4-hour chart here. So what I need to do is just remove a little bit of these things, so we can remove that. That was an option that I had. I thought that I was on the right track, but it wasn't the case, so we don't need those. You can just work with me for a second here for this and that. That can go over there. That wave 1 there, we don't need that for the time being. We need that, we need that, and we need that. We need that. Don't need that and that. Borrow that there. I might just make that a little bit smaller. Just working on the hop here, a bit short for time, as always. Yeah, so I think that's quite sort of interesting. We need to take a closer look at this, but in a nutshell, from this wave 4 here, we need to look at this as wave 1 here, and what we can do with this here too. I think I did one of these charts on a smaller time frame. We'll check that out, but still, this needs to be done, so you might as well hang out with me for a moment. And I'll just take you through this pattern here in a bit more detail in a moment. So just for the people that don't know, is that I don't trade this. I've just, as an experiment, I've just been building into this here. I've just started with $1,000 a week, Australian dollars, and I think I've got 71 or 73,000 in there now. But I know I've got 3 Bitcoin, and I have probably done a few wrong things because I was putting in $1,000 and I started putting in 10K each week or something. So I made it a little bit sort of top heavy. Well, I should have been doing it down the other end, but my partner, my wife, and like many of you will have to do if you're new to Bitcoin, is convince your wife to that it's worth investing in. So anyway, a few of us have gone through that thing, but just keep chipping away at them, and you'll get there in the end. So anyway, look, I'm not trading it. I'm just stacking, and I'll just continue to stack, and yeah, hopefully I can get some more Bitcoin as things go along. But look, my main thing is whenever I got some spare money, I'm just going to buy it. That's the bottom line. I'm not too worried about buying dips and this and that. I mean, if I can, I will, but if I can't, I can't. So anyway, what we've got here is wave 1 here with an A and a B and a C wave here. The C wave will be in 5 waves of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and it's pulled back right in nicely on the 61.8%. Also, this is pushed up as a nice impulse wave, and I would imagine that's wave 1, and we can be pulling back for wave 2, and of course that's going to be dancing across the 19. So we'll be looking, once that's done, we'll see a pullback here maybe, and then 3, 4, and 5 moving up here for wave 3, then wave 4, and then wave 5, coming up to the top of group 1. So may not find support on top of group 1. It can go above group 1, but normally if it's going to pull back, then we'll look for that pullback here. So there will be more profit taking going on here. And this this is really a double top from going way back, isn't it? Let's go to the monthly chart for a moment and just talk about this for a moment. So this double top here. So of course there's going to be selling in this. There always is. There's the people that bought in this section up through here. They're the ones that sell over here. Now, as the media has mentioned, that some whales have come in and done some profit taking. Yeah, well, they will be there as well. But these people that have held through this and all of this here, I mean, they've been in a lot of pain holding all this, you know. So they're not going to go through that pain again, you know, unless they've got balls of steel, or they've been in the markets long enough to understand what's going on. All of these factors. I mean, markets are emotional, and this is just human nature. And markets are us people. You know, we are all emotional, so we tend to do the same things over and over, and in groups as well. So what I can say is that double tops are never the end of the trend. And as somebody else rightfully pointed out as well, this big sort of blip here will one day look like this little one over here as we move up and up and up. So to me, we're still at the beginning of all this trend. You know, this is like going back and looking at Apple and Amazon and all those guys, you know, when they started off, you know, that it's always the same. It's always the same. You know, I've been around the market since the early 80s, so you get to see a bit. But yeah, so look, this will, you know, vibrate across this 20 here, number 2, trading level 2. But eventually, at some point, it's going to become the support here, and then we're going to be heading up to the next level, which will be 30, but 25 is the next medium level at that point. So anyway, back to, I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart where I think I've got this played out a bit more here. So wave 3 here, wave 4 here, wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2. I have to say though, there is an alarm bell here with all of this, and I'll put a question mark here, because the wave 2 should be swift and simple, but it's not. In fact, wave 2 here is more time consuming than wave 1 here. So I rightfully put this here. This does appear to be impulsive here for this. I haven't pulled it apart on a tick chart just yet, but like I mentioned, we'll be looking somewhere in here for 1 and 2 in here. It may be in there already, or there may be one more little high here. Like I said, I haven't pulled that apart just yet. But it is appearing to be impulsive, and this here as wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here for wave C of 2 at the 61.8% makes a fair bit of sense. We'll see. It still could be that wave 4, but we'll need to see a collapse of that. So the collapse would be anywhere below the 61.8% here. So, I mean, we'll need to adjust this, but just if the market came well below this space here, you know, it came way back in you know, it came back to say to the 18 here, well, then we may have a problem at that point. But technically, wave 2 can pull back to within 1 point of this low here. So we'll need to make adjustments for that. But there we are. Yeah, so we should see, yeah, look, could be still a little bit. That's wave 3 there. That's a bit short for that one. I'll just have a quick look. Can't help myself now. So I'm just interested in this. Could be. Well, definitely wave 1 here. So this could be wave 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 here, going up for 5 here to make 3, then 4, then 5. So it is possible, because I can't count that as 1 and 2 and 3 here, because this third wave looks a bit shorter than that one. So I'll just get my yardstick out. Close. Anyway, a bit more checking, but yeah, possible that this can be here, and of course this is going to dance across the 19 here. that could push up from there. That could look, it's either wave 2 here or wave 4, and we've got to push up one more for wave 5. Okay, so a little bit more of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 just looks a little bit short. And the third wave is normally where you get gaps. So I think 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and gappity gap, and then up from that point. But it doesn't really matter too much at this point, not for me anyway. So okay, just to recap all of this, just go back to the daily chart. Everything is looking good. The only sort of red herring in this probably is that wave 2 has taken a little bit too long. So if this does travel sideways and pulls way back and all the rest of it, then we will have to get this wave 4 and put it back over here for this. But as it stands at the moment, it doesn't appear to be the case, but it could be. We just need to get a very clear impulse wave up here, which we are getting, and the correction and moving a little bit higher at that point. So yeah, so nothing's sort of really changed in all of our patterns. We've just really been looking for the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, then an ABC pattern here, and then up again at that point. And it appears we could be just about here somewhere with that within the pattern. So yeah, I've done a few wobblies, but generally I've kept us on track. So I'm okay with this. And like I say, I'm not trading it, but yeah, I mean, if you were trading it, then you can just well, first of all, you need to leave your stop out of the way down here, which is too far away. So it just depends on where you are with this. So, I mean, what concerns me here, if that is wave 4, let's just assume for a moment that it comes down to the 38.2% retracement level, which is here. Then it will make a new high here. Then it's going to have the ABC pattern at that point. So I think waiting for the clear wave 2 would be the go there, because I'm not sure if that's wave 4 or this is going to be wave 2 here in this case. So if it just goes down to here and then pushes up, then you'll know it's wave 4, and then you'll know that we need that wave 5 there and we need that there. But if this is wave 1 here, then it's going to pull back into this area here. And if it does that, then you can look to buy at that point, or try to work out your use the 500 as a tested support to climb back on and move up like that. So yeah, alrighty, cheers.